Warning. Warning.
This show contains mature content. Listener discretion is advised.
Are you ready to get your mind blown?
One angry New York City Puerto Rican decided to start a radio show, determined to piss the world off by shoving a mirror in front of society's face. He kicked them in the balls.
What are you? Who are you?
This is the Crotch Shot Radio Show. Crotch Shot Radio Show.
This is not a test. This is a broadcast transmission.
We're going to stay on the air.
And now, the Whippy.
Welcome to the Crotch Shot Radio Show, where we kick the issues in the balls. We're on an active war against bullshit. We would do anything and everything to expose bullshit. The ends sometimes justify the memes. So if you're angry and want the truth exposed, then strap in and prepare to be shocked. This is honest smash mouth talk. If you can't accept that, then fuck off. I'm your host, Louis B. I takes no bullshit from nobodies. Actually expose the bullshit of society and chop it up into easy to digest chunks for you. Today won't be any different. Today I'm going to be ranting about the day after. The day after the midterm elections. If I'm in New York City, and some of you probably already heard, the bullshit continues. The establishment won here. We had a shot at doing some things, having something completely new, completely different, and that was would have been electing Larry Sharpe, the Libertarian candidate, for governor. Unfortunately, that didn't happen because, like Larry Sharpe says, New York always rejects something new. They reject new ideas. They reject anything that will topple their monopoly on shit. Anything that will prevent them from getting a taste, getting their beaks wet, meaning getting paid illegally, doing shady business deals, getting kickbacks. And people are just so short-sighted. I just don't understand how people don't pay attention. First of all, my problem with Andrew Cuomo. He hasn't done jack shit for 8 years. All he does is ever since Trump got elected, all we are going to do is we're going to resist Trump. Okay, that's nice. How the fuck is that going to fix my commute on the fucking subway? Oh, we got to worry about women's rights, LGBTQ rights, immigrant rights, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's nice. How the fuck does that help me? And yeah, it's like, look, if women are being discriminated against, if they're women, how are you going to fix that? By enacting more laws? That's not going to create, not going to, like Larry Sharpe says. Like, I'm going to be quoting Larry Sharpe a lot because I agree with a lot of what Larry Sharpe says. We have a culture problem here. People are so used to doing things. Everybody wants to legislate instead of actually fixing a problem. I posted on Facebook yesterday, government is the only industry where you could fuck up at your job and actually demand more money. I mean, think about it. Things that government gets wrong, how do they always plan on fixing it? By investing or spending more of your taxpayer money. And that's what Cuomo, that's what all these Democrats have been doing in New York City and New York State. The Republicans had Mark Molinaro. And I know I had a Franklin on here, and he endorsed him. And I wasn't even on the fence because when I found out about Larry Sharpe, I was like, he's the Libertarian candidate. He's the one that actually had not only a plan but solutions to the problem. Well, okay, wait. Whoops, let me get a lip. Not only did he make promises, he actually had plans and goals to how to execute those plans. He spoke about how he was going to do it. It was clear. It was understandable. Mark Molinaro, basically career politician, is like, oh, well, I'm going to do this. Okay, how? Where are you going to get the money? We're going to invest more money. We're going to spend more money. No, I don't want to hear that shit. I am tired of bad programs being rewarded with more money, more of the my tax money. Oh, we got to take care of people. Okay, how's about we find a better way to do it? How's about we find a better way so that way we don't have to spend all this money that usually ends up getting bloated because I don't know. But anyways, Mark Molinaro just during the debate was cucked like a motherfucker. And I'm just mad that it was a gubernatorial debate. You had 3 other people. Why couldn't you have it couldn't have all those people on there? Have many debates. Make it a fair election. No, because New York rejects new ideas. New York rejects new things. New York is trying to get rid of Uber. Why? Honestly, I want to see the numbers since the induction of Uber, since the beginning of Uber here in New York. How much of a reduction in drunk driving and rape? I want to know. Because services like Uber, I mean, I think there should be more competition. Like Larry Sharpe says, and I agree with him. There should be more competition. Nope, because that threatens the yellow cab industry that has bad service. Notoriously being racist, not picking up black people. Even, I mean, as you know, I'm referencing Danny Glover and that famous thing that took place here in New York, that black cabs didn't pick up Danny Glover. And I'm not talking about Donald Glover. I'm talking about Danny Glover, Mr. I'm too old for this bullshit. Of Lethal Weapon fame. Freaking Molinaro kept getting cucked by Andrew Cuomo. You can watch the debate. It's online. Just see it and get fucking disgusted. And that's the problem with the Republicans here in New York State. They don't put no motherfucking effort. They don't put a fucking effort. Molinaro's campaign was grossly over budget. They didn't have enough money to run their campaign. I mean, his message was shit. And I'm like, honestly, I mean, the one silver lining I'm taking from this is that I hope that Larry Sharpe got enough votes so that libertarians get their own line on the ballot. Maybe this is a start of something. Like it's something that has to take stages, something that has to go, something that has to start at the grassroots. People need to start taking it seriously. But I don't know, man, because honestly, I have a mind to abandon New York. Go to a red state and have a better life and be freer. And not be like one of these assholes fucking fleeing California, fleeing the mess that they created just to go and try to fuck up Texas. Nah, my friend. I'm going for freedom. I'm going to live the real American dream. Work hard, get paid, live a good life. 'Cause I believe love is the answer. No, I don't know what the hell happened. I just got into Blessed Union of Souls for no apparent reason. And of course, everyone heard Ocasio, Wide Eyes, freaking Crazy Eyes Cortez. Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez. Mrs. I don't know how to pay for shit, but I'm going to make all these motherfucking promises, which, I'm sorry, bitch, you're not going to be able to accomplish. So, good motherfucking luck. In fact, here, here's a clip of her being interviewed.
So I have 10 big ideas. There you are. I have my list.
Okay.
Okay. So can we go by one by one?
Let's do it.
All right. Okay. So number 10.
Countdown.
Medicare for all. Is it too expensive?
No. People often say, like, how are you going to pay for it? And I find the question so puzzling because how do you pay for something that's more affordable? How do you pay for cheaper rent? How do you pay for? You just pay for it. We're paying more now. So it's not that we're saying this whole system is free. Yeah. It's saying it is.
So no fucking answer. No fucking answer. We're just gonna pay for it. No. No, you're gonna do what all Democrats do, what government pretty much does. You're gonna punish people that do well for themselves. You're gonna punish the successful. You're gonna make it, and honestly, as a state, again, I'm quoting Larry Sharp, we are losing 100,000 people a year. I got my parents. My parents are gonna be moving out of New York. Either they're going back to Puerto Rico, or they're moving to the South, where shit is less expensive. How are we going to pay for all these programs here in New York? How are we going to pay for it? No people, no taxpayer money. What, you're gonna allow all these illegal immigrants because New York City, you want to make New York State a fucking sanctuary state like California? These guys that don't pay taxes? And they don't pay taxes, but they are a drain on resources. They may not get welfare or food stamps, but their kids are being educated for free, taking a spot from Americans. I mean, honestly, the Democrats seem like a party of, oh yeah, let's be generous with other people's shit and disregard the actual citizens. Like, this is why Trump was like, America first. And they're like, oh, that's racist. No. America first. Not white America. Americans first. That's what he means by being a nationalist. He's worried more about the nationals. His nationals. The only time being a nationalist is dangerous is when you add socialist. National Socialist, which in German, that's how that translates to. Let me guess. Nazis. Please tell me you did not see that coming. Oh, boo! Boo! you know, it's oh, hold on, let me get back to this video here.
Of cost at the point of service. So that means that you're not delaying going to the dentist. You're not, because you don't have the cash at the point of service.
Number 9.
So basically everything on credit. And good luck doctors and dentists and whatever recouping their losses.
Tuition-free public universities for all. Who'll pay for that?
So we already pay for tuition-free K through 12. And in the same way that we made a decision as a country to say we need to educate people to a 12th grade level, our economy has evolved, and that means we need to make the decision to educate people to a trade school or collegiate level.
So we can afford that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, we can't. Watch what happens in cities where they have free college, and New York City being one of them, with CUNY schools. Watch how that's gonna bloat. Watch how that's gonna fall apart. Honestly, I'm tempted to take advantage. Pick a trade and shit. Make more money, and then once the 4-year mandatory stick around thing is out of the way, bounce. But anyways, I had a comment on this post on Facebook. She's clearly right. Why is 10th grade the magical cutoff date for school? And I answered because that's by that time you are legally an adult generally. Usually people when they graduate 12th grade, they're 18 years old. Legally an adult. And if you could go to the army, get on the GI Bill, get a job and save up money and shit. Take out a loan. Do what you gotta do. Why the fuck do I gotta pay? Like, honestly, you know how annoyed I am? I live by 2 schools. You know how annoyed I am that with some of the behavior of these kids? Like, I'm paying for their motherfucking education? I bust my balls. Like, honestly, and I gotta pay for somebody else's kid to get educated. Like, I don't give a fuck. That's not my responsibility. If you can't afford to educate your own damn kids, don't fucking have kids. Wear a goddamn condom. Take a fucking pill. Shut the fuck up. Not my fucking responsibility. And you know this to be true. Anyways, I'd like to give a big shout out to my people listening in Denmark. Got a bump up in my Danes. What's up, my peoples? Like, a big shout out. Barbados is always coming in hot. How you doing? Holla mercy. So, we got the UK, and of course, the United States. What's up? You guys have been good to me. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yankees. How you doing? So, I already spoke about Ocasio-Cortez. I did a whole show. When she was a business owner, she couldn't deal with the taxes. She thought the taxes were unfair, but now she doesn't have to worry about them. She has no problem imposing them on other people. Anyways, I'm going to take a quick break. This song I'm going to be playing is from My Beloved Tragedy, and it's called When Will It Die?
Take me back to the New Year's holiday. My eyes caught hers, my body faded away. My words deserted me, they left me out in the cold. And then she spoke up, and soon enough I was told. And then we counted down into the end of the night, into the new year. Oh God, I knew it was right. And then the next day, she lay there still by my side. I put her hair back so I can take in those eyes. Woo! Every day I transform beautiful. gonna kill me to let her go. Despite my discontent and selfishness, I want you to know that she's the only love I know. Go! I'll fast forward to the night just before. She said she'd leave this in search of something more. But now I wanted her here to stay. But she heard not a word, and she had nothing to say. Leaves me tomorrow. I'm telling you my life, it fades away. And what is left is this cold sorrow that I will take with me to my grave. Every day I dress for a funeral. It's gonna kill me to let her go. Despite my discontent and selfishness, I want you to know that she's the only love I know. If I rid these walls of these bloody stains, how will life remain? If I rid these walls of these bloody stains, how will life remain? Every day I dress for a funeral. It's gonna kill me to let her go. Despite my discontent and selfishness, I want you to know that she's the only love I know. Every day I dress for a funeral. It's gonna kill me to let her go. Despite my discontent and selfishness, I want you to know that she's the only love I know. I'm alone.
That was My Beloved Tragedy. Damn it. That was My Beloved Tragedy with their song When Will It Die? Again, check them out. Search for them, My Beloved Tragedy. If you have a band and you want to be featured on the Crotch Shot Radio Show, send me an MP3 at crotchshotradio@yahoo.com. Yes, I've been doing the show that long. crotchshotradio@yahoo.com. And I will play it. Anyways, back to my rant. I don't know. Honestly, I had people contacting me panicking, like, oh, we lost the house. Like, so fucking what? So fucking what? The Republicans lost the house. It was gonna happen. That's what usually happens. It changes hands all the time. It's part of the ebb and the flow. It just means people, Trump supporters and whatnot, conservatives or Republicans, they're going to have to take an active role. They're going to have to light the fire under their Democratic Democratic congresspeople, to make sure they do what they want. And if they don't, make sure you expose them, because they are being protected by the media, by the mainstream media, and that includes Fox News. They're not doing the real stories, like Project Veritas. Project Veritas exposed the Beto O'Rourke's campaign for trying to get illegals to vote. And they pull that, and that shenanigans, those shenanigans have been pulled a lot lately by the Democrats. I don't know why they are pushing that so much. Pushing for illegal so much. They need to be empowered that bad that they're basically spiting the actual taxpayers. They're spiting us. In fact, this kind of brings me to this next story. Comic Paul Rodriguez, a very very famous, well-known comic, admits he's a Trump supporter. TMZ found him, and he had to say this.
Do you feel an added pressure being a Mexican comedian, like that you're someone who's got to, your jokes have got to be so truthful and honest about what's going on right now with Donald Trump and everything, that your voice is very important more now than ever?
Really, I didn't think so. That's why I'm going to Korea,
Right.
I'm flying to Korea because of that reason, Actually, it's the wording that Donald Trump offends a lot of us. I agree with a lot of the things he's done, but it's the wording. He's a very coarse man. He should have somebody how to say the same things differently, But
what do you agree with that he's done?
Well, I agree that America should protect its borders. I mean, I know a lot of Mexican Americans are going to disagree with me. It's not that I don't care about the people who obviously want to immigrate to this country, but you can't let everybody in.
Yeah.
I'm an immigrant myself. My parents came in the right way. They stood in line for days. And
would you vote for him in 2020? Are you planning on it? Like, I know it's a long way off yet, but are you planning on it, you think?
If he says one more thing, I'm really going to change my vote. I'm a closet Republican,
Right.
And it's very rare to find a Mexican-American who's a Republican.
It is, man.
But, at least people can look at me and know that it's not like I don't love this country. I'm an immigrant. I love this country. And, any entertainer shouldn't even get into politics because half the audience is going to hate you. And I've lost a lot of people who come to see. But my show's not political. I'm there to entertain. It's a terrible thing for me to say this. I will pay the price for it, but
if it's your truth and it's your truth, man, then
as long as we're able to speak our minds, I think I should have the right to be wrong, in your opinion.
100%.
And honestly, look, at least that's fair. He doesn't like the harshness in which Trump speaks. Okay, that's a fair criticism. It's an honest criticism. Notice how he didn't say, "Oh, Trump's a racist. He's a racist." No. He talks, but that's the thing. That's a New Yorker. That's how we talk. We talk very matter-of-factly. We talk very recklessly. Especially when we get pissed off. Like, you forget, he's a dude that grew up in Queens. You can't take no one's bullshit in Queens. You can't go in Queens. You can't come to New York any fucking type of way. That's why when these white people were moving into our neighborhood, gentrifying and shit, a lot of them were getting cracked upside the head because they were talking reckless. They were coming in any which way, telling the indigenous peoples how to live their life, and they're goodbye, beat it. So, but notice he's like, he's a closet Republican. Like, why does he have to live that way? Okay, I agree. As an entertainer, half of the audience is gonna hate you. So you stay non-political. Anyways, this article, as for which Trump's policies resonates with him, he said, America should protect its borders, you know. I know a lot of Mexican Americans are going to disagree with me. It's not that I don't care about people who obviously want to immigrate to this country, but you can't let everybody in. I'm an immigrant myself. My parents came in the right way. They stood in line for days. He continued, that's very rare that blah blah. You heard that in the video. Rodriguez said he's expecting backlash over his comments. It's a terrible thing for me to say this. He admitted, I will pay the price for it. But as long as we're able to speak our minds, I think I should have the right to be wrong in your opinion. And while he also said that any entertainer shouldn't get into politics because half of the audience is going to hate you, he broke his own rule, and his most Instagram was subsequently filled with hate comments about Trump. For instance, please tell me you aren't a Trump supporter. If so, time to unfollow. One thing being a Republican, but another thing is being a Trump supporter. I truly hope you're not a Trump supporter, or you lost a fan. Fuck Trump, fuck Donald Trump, and fuck you too. Although Rodriguez is a Trump supporter, he said his vote in 2020 isn't set. If Trump says one more thing, then the comedian said he is really going to change his vote. Like, honestly, and you know what? Why aren't people, why, like, this is a question I need to ask somebody. Like, why doesn't the left pay attention? They know their position so fucking well. You know, they have their own perception on case in point, what the Proud Boys are, what people on the right are. Anyone that isn't them is far right. Like, you could do a quick Google search and not even text. Not even text. You can see audio and video evidence that what the media is saying is wrong. Like, you could that's what actually ultimately pushed me, because, you know, during the campaign, I was like, I don't know who the fuck to vote for because I can't stand Hillary and I'm not really into Trump. Trump is not libertarian enough for me. I guess I got spoiled with Ron Paul. But you know, but then that whole NBC thing came, and they obviously edited him out of edited him out of context, and I was like, oh, so they're lying on him. Like, why are they lying on him? Maybe I should look into him more closely. And then I was like, oh, okay, well, yeah. So thank you, NBC. And if I was able to do that, other people could do it. It's not that hard. Like, all I'm saying, you could, like, disagree with the man, but at least be fair. Like, this is why I like Tim Pool, and I quote Tim Pool a lot on this podcast. At least he is fair. At least he has, like, even if I don't agree with him, he backs his shit up with data and not feelings. This is why I believe this. This is the charts. Bing, bang, boom. In fact, let me see. What was this Instagram post he put? Really? That's it? Him with sunglasses on? Thinking about a sunny day and looking for a proper glasses. Really? Really? right. Well, now I'm following the Paul Rodriguez on Instagram. Good. Always like Paul Rodriguez anyways. Yep. Bada bing, bada boom. Mm-hmm. Yep. He's going to be at Levity Live Comedy Club in Oxnard, California on December 14th. He's going to be in Blue Note, Napa, California on November 19th. November 9th through the 10th. Yeah, so there you go. The Paul Rodriguez. Follow him. Follow him if you love literature. So, anyways, what's next? What's next on the agenda? The agenda. Oh, okay. Of course, the media is uninterested in first Korean woman in Congress because she's a Republican. This is, let's look at this article here. Let me close this out. What's this? Oh, I gotta talk about Jeff Sessions. I gotta talk about it's a woman's responsibility, make a man a better being. Okay, I'm gonna talk about that. Okay, talked about Paul Rodriguez. Okay. Media uninterested in the first Korean woman in Congress because because you know you're hearing about the first Native American congressman. Totally just forgetting about Elizabeth Warren. Apparently they're not falling for that shit. Obviously, the first Muslim person in Congress, even though she married her brother. So that way he could get citizenship and divorced him. Nasty. Wonder if they fucked. Ugh. The media loves first. It's obsessively promoting the first gay governor, the first two Muslim anti-Semite women in the House, one of whom is accused of marrying her brother. The media obviously isn't mentioning that part. And Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, the youngest elected dimwit. Jesus. FrontPageMag.com. It's oddly uninterested in the first Korean American woman in the House. Well, not so oddly, Representative Young Kim is a Republican. And I would like to say she's kind of cute. Kim, 50, she's 55. Then again, I do like older women. You know why I like older women? It's like a fine wine, and there's no fear of them being like, I'm really 12. Oh, fuck. Older women are safer in that regard. Kim, 55, would be the first Korean American woman elected to the U.S. House of Representatives if she defeats her Democrat opponent, Gil Cisneros, for an open seat in California's 39th congressional district in Tuesday's election. Kim, who immigrated to the U.S. from her birth country of South Korea in 1975, is running neck and neck with Cisneros for the seat being vacated by Republican Representative Ed Royce. The race isn't final as of this writing, but Kim is in the lead, and the media is ignoring her. Of course. Of course. Young Kim, who should be named Yummy. Really look at her. Like, do you understand how... Yep, she won. She won. Just check the thing. All right. Like, it's just like, okay, you could do, and you see how they hide all this horrendous shit, all that horrendous shit. Okay, we're so worried about a synagogue getting shot up and 11 people getting killed. Yeah, oh shit, let's ignore the fucking anti-Semites being elected. Just because they're brown. Because it's okay to be racist if you're brown. Just, I guess that's the rule. You can be as racist as anti-Semitic if you want to be, if you're brown. If you are, I guess, more marginalized. Or what they say is more marginalized. Huh. What's next? Attorney Jeff Sessions is resigned. Good. I'm sorry, like I posted a video on Facebook. If you're not about draining the swamps, I can't fucks with you. I'm sorry. Goodbye, Jeff Sessions. We had such high hopes for your ass, but you wouldn't go after the obvious criminals. You didn't have the president's back at all. Like, oh, I recuse myself with the Russian investigation, letting these motherfuckers go wild, wasting taxpayer money on nothing, on a nothing burger that keeps getting proved as nothing over and over and over again when we have real shit to worry about. Like, come on. The president's already, been president for 2 years? Almost 2 years? Calm the fuck down. Well, yeah, 2 years. Is it going to be 3 soon? Yeah, calm your tits. You understand? And then you got and you know, Jeff Sessions doesn't want to go after Hillary, doesn't want to do, so you turned out to be a fucking neocon. And I hope Trump gets someone that is not a neocon, not part of Goldman Sachs or whatnot, like an actual wartime conciliary. We're at war. Get someone, get a fucking bulldog in there. Someone that's gonna go after everybody. Like, look, I don't mind if he finds someone that goes after Republicans too, if they're doing wrong. Go after everybody. If they're doing wrong and you can prove that they're doing wrong and you can prosecute, go after them. I don't care if they have an R, D, or I. At least get someone with some balls. This guy, you know, okay, yeah, he exposed the Trans-Pacific Partnership. Okay, good. One thing. You couldn't do, like, we had such high hopes for you. Fucking go back to obscurity. Fuck off. Next. What is going on? What else? What else is what's going on? What's going on? What else we got? What's up, everybody that's listening? Like to thank everyone for listening. If you guys want to call in, I got the Skype open, Crotch Shot Radio, or who lives in a pineapple? I got the hijacker. I got my Google Skype Google number up. That's 347-927-6824. That number again is 347-927-6824. Yes. I need to want to make a shout out to William Cooper. Back in November 5th, 2001, William Cooper was killed by the police. In a very shady way. You look it up for yourselves. But yeah, he did a show. He was the first person to predict 9/11. He wrote a book called Behold the Pale Horse, which is still available to this day. I highly recommend you guys pick it up, read it, learn from it. It has a lot of secrets of the New World Order in it. A lot of their tactics. I say that's important reading. A Bible, Behold the Pale Horse, and Rules for Radicals. Say you read those three, you'll be properly prepared. So with that being said, I want to play his intro to his show to honor All right. 17 years ago. Damn. Time flies. So, with that being said, what's next should I talk about here? I got a whole bunch of shit. Talked about Paul Rodriguez. Lawmakers propose social media hate speech checks before allowing gun purchases. So if you say something wrong, if you freaking make a black joke or any type of off-color joke, you can lose your right to own a gun. So your freedom of speech, you can have. So basically, it's either or: freedom of speech, or freedom or freedom to arm yourself, freedom to bear arms. You can't have both. Is that what they're saying? How's that help anybody? How's that going to stop killings? Like, I don't understand. It's a simple concept. You take guns out of law-abiding people because they're not going to have guns because they're law-abiding, and you're going to make it easier for criminals. Like, now, you have ghost guns. You can legally buy gun parts and build your gun, and you have an untraceable gun. You can even find plans online and do it the old-fashioned way and fabricate one in your backyard if you're inclined to do so. This whole fucking gun control shit is moot. It is completely moot. Why do I have to lose my rights because some asshole can't fucking control his anger or can't get himself some mental help and he shoots up a place? I've never shot up a place. I've never tried to harm anybody that didn't try to harm me first. In fact, here, let me read this from Newsweek. But alas. Okay, lawmakers in New York began drafting legislation. Yeah, of course. Of course, the most disarmed city in the world. Eric Adams, president of Brooklyn Borough, and State Senator Kevin Palmer are currently writing a proposal to propose legislation which would give law enforcement authorities the power to check up on up to 3 years of an individual's social media account and internet search history before they are allowed to buy a gun. Really? You know what you're going to do is what's going to happen? People are just going to delete their shit. People are going to use VPN. Virtual private networks. That's what's going to happen. Which reminds me, I gotta email my VPN to find out when they're coming out with an Ubuntu app, so that way I can have it on my computer at all times, so to protect myself. Just further control, more reason to move out of New York. I'm done. Dennis Hoff, who's owner and operator of the Bunny Ranch, a brothel in Nevada, he passed away, but he still won a Nevada State Assembly. He was actually really libertarian. And of course, Vice News, he's a pimp, makes him sound evil. Like he's not forcing women to work for him. Republican Dennis Hoff, the former owner of several legal brothels in Nevada and star of HBO's reality TV series, has one state legislator seat free from beyond the grave. Hoff, who died October 16 in his sleep after celebrating his 72nd birthday, secured a landslide victory with 63.12% of the vote over Democrat opponent Lesia Romanoff. Romanoff secured just 36.88% of the vote against her dead opponent. America's most famous pimp, who once starred in HBO's Cat House, ran a deep red platform that supported expansions of gun rights and hardline immigration policy. The Nevada Republican Party will now be responsible for selecting someone to fill Hoff's seat. Hoff's body was discovered in one of his brothels by his longtime friend and legendary porn star Ron Jeremy. Oh, that sucks. I played a joke on him in the past where I threw off his sheets to wake him up. He was naked and still wasn't moving. Jeremy told the Daily Mail last month. I then went back to the bar and asked the girls to help wake him up. I realized something was wrong, seriously wrong, when we returned. His skin was cold and rigor mortis had already begun in his arm. Oh, but ain't that funny? They knew he was dead and they still voted for him. I mean, that should tell you something. Oh, he's a pimp. These people that love freaking sex workers. They're like, we're for sex workers' rights. He's a pimp. But he's a Republican but he's a pimp. He was more libertarian. Anyways, okay. Damn, I'm not going to be able to get to every team. Talked about this. Oh, yeah, during the election. I'm just going to leave you with this. During the election, there was something, the New York State Supreme Court, and there was only a Democrat. There was no Republican, no conservative, nobody else, just a Democrat running. Because that's how lazy the Republican Party here is in New York. They couldn't even muster a fucking candidate. They couldn't be bothered to, challenge, at least. So I just ended up writing in Alex Jones, because I wasn't going to vote for a Democrat. I was going to write other. So I voted for Alex Jones for Supreme Court Justice. Like New York Supreme Court Judge. So anyways, I'd like to thank everyone for listening to the show today. In fact, I'm going to leave you with another song from My Beloved Tragedy. This song is called Sanctuary.
left me, it departed. Circle the sand, my prayer started. But who are you coming to my sanctuary? Speaking of this love, it is so arbitrary. Do you think that you can own me? Do you think I give in so easily? Come into this fire with all your talks of loving me. And if you can stand the flames, I'll show you all the monsters in my dreams. Do you still want me now? Do you still want me now? Are you looking at me? Am I the only man that you wanted to see? Will you take your leave? Will the calm of the breeze or weather the storm slowly just you and me? Now freeze. Hold me tightly, hold me gently. Rain is falling, darkness ending. Recite to me words of magic, so my ending's not so tragic. But will you stand the time it takes till this is finished? Will you hold me upright when my strength's diminished? Do you think that you can own me? Do you think I give in so easily? Come into this fire with all your talks of loving me. And if you can stand the flames, I'll show you all the monsters in my dreams. Do you still want me now? Do you still want me tightly and hold me gently through this. Hold me tightly and hold me gently through this. Do you think of me? Do you think of me? Do you think of me? Darkness is over. Do you think that you can own me? Do you think I give in so easily? Come into this fire with all your talks of loving me. And if you can stand the flames, I'll show you all the monsters in my dreams. Do you still want me now? Do you still want me
That was My Beloved Tragedy with their song Sanctuary. I'd like to give a big shout out to everyone that's listening. Thank you for following the Crouch Out Radio Show. Thank you for downloading. Please like, comment, and subscribe however you are listening to this show. I appreciate all comments, including the negative ones. Keeps me in my fucking toes. Shows me, But don't get mad when I don't come at you if you're, if you're acting like ignorant. I just don't know who the fuck you are. Sorry. I get that a lot. People come at my neck and I'm like, I'm sorry, who are you again? So, anyways, big shot. So thanks for listening. This has been the Crouch Out Radio Show. And as always, from my house to your house, mahalo.
That's the end of my show. Donk.
Help the Crouch Out Radio Show grow and thrive by doing something you already do. Shop on Amazon. Amazon always has great deals for whatever you are looking for. From survivalists and riot gear to beanie babies. Next time you're going to shop at Amazon, use my link. The prices stay the same, but I get credit for the sale. Just go to tinyurl.com/LouisB and just shop normally, knowing that you're helping support the Crotch Shot Radio Show. That's tinyurl.com/LouisB.